Hello, my name is Michaela Karen, and I'm from Oklahoma, and I'm also from the Wichita and affiliated tribes, the Makah, Muskogee Creek, and the Quinault tribe. I'm a current senior at Haskell Indian Nations University, pursuing a degree in Indigenous and American Indian Studies. My research question is, how can the Seminole tribe of Florida use tribal primacy to restore the Everglades and cultural sovereignty? It is critical to note tribal primacy is equal to the treatment as state policy. Successfully acquiring tribal primacy gives authorization to tribal governments as the primary authority for setting standards, making environmental policy decisions, and managing programs consistent or above federal standards. Sovereignty can be defined in many ways. From a tribal view, cultural and tribal sovereignty are defined differently. First, cultural sovereignty is an inherent right to use our tribal values, traditions, and traditional ecological knowledge to protect our future generations. Second, tribal sovereignty is the inherent right for American Indians and Alaskan Natives to govern their internal political affairs. The Everglades is a unique ecosystem and also a natural filtration system. The Everglades is home to many endangered species while also supplying over 7 million people of Florida with their drinking water. The Seminoles have been on the restoration effort for over 20 years. So my research seeks to determine if enforcement under tribal primacy through the Public Water System Supervision Act can regulate and restore tribal and cultural sovereignty for the Seminole people. Tribal primacy can provide the Seminoles the ability to exercise sovereignty rights by protecting their natural and cultural resources, such as the Everglades. With tribal primacy, the Seminoles can develop a strong standing in potential litigation cases and structure high environmental health and policy standards. So for my methods, the research I gathered was through tribes who have acquired tribal primacy through the Clean Water Act. Measuring tribal primacy success is the ability to preserve cultural and tribal sovereignty, improved water quality, and efficient government-to-government relationships. Case studies investigated include the Hoopa Valley tribe, who are able to reestablish and preserve cultural sovereignty due to their primacy status. The Wallapai tribe seen improvement of water quality and a stronger relationship with the state of Arizona. The Soka-Ogon Chippewa community were able to protect their natural resources by having the authority to deauthorize a developing mining project near a Chippewa watershed. Unfortunately, the tribes in Maine are unable to acquire tribal primacy due to the previous treaties in the process of ceding their traditional homelands. Tribal communities in Maine are experiencing unhealthy water quality and violation of cultural sovereignty rights. Additional data gathered is from the 2015 Everglades land cover change within the primary panther range. Since the Everglades is a natural filtration system, the infliction of commercial development within the Everglades created unhealthy water quality standards and thus polluting the water, mercury being one of the pollutants causing the decline in panther population. At one point, the panther, in the face of extinction, estimates show there were only 20 to 30 panthers left in the early 1990s. Now, as we see on the map on the left side, we witness a dramatic conversion of wetlands to commercial development. So due to this habitat loss, we can see the negative effects of commercial development on the right side. From nearly erasing the historical breeding range, colored in tan right over here, comparing it to the current breeding range, which is in green and this little tiny dot, we can see the cause of the population decline among the panther species. Tribal primacy can be a tool to save the Florida panther and sustain cultural sovereignty. The panther is sacred to the Seminole and play a massive role in the Seminole creation story. Today, the Panther clan within the tribe is the largest clan system. My research proposal seeks to recommend tribal primacy to protect and restore the non-human lives and the Seminole people who depend on the health of the Everglades. Seminole values believe the restoration of the Everglades starts with including the non-humans in the decision-making process when developing policy and permit approval. Achieving primacy through the Public Water System Supervision Act could potentially aid in the restoration process. Tribal primacy is not a method of tribal government control or control over natural resources, but a method of reclaiming inherited tribal rights. Protecting our tribal and cultural sovereignty also involves protecting sacred sites from the hazardous effects of climate change, and I believe the authority invested through tribal primacy can provide a better future for the Seminole people. I would like to acknowledge the National Science Foundation, EPSCoR, the University of Kansas, Haskell Indian Nations University, the HERS faculty, and my mentor Joe Zupan. Thank you.